Was it just gonna be you and Nick, you and me, Nick?
I thought that Michael was going to be joining us silently with the camera off, but he just emailed us saying he thought it was just the two of us, and text him if we need him.
Oh,
I know that there was some discussion about whether the two of us could proceed or whether it should be all three of us on the meeting at the moment.
oh, yeah. I don't know. Any objections from the applicant?
Um, well, it's possible to poll the board, but, with a three-person board, it would take now two of you, not two out of three, to, approve the application and to vote the decision. I know you want to go through the decision. I would hate to have to postpone it, but, you can appreciate me as an attorney. And we are confident and appreciate the working back and forth with the board over the last, many months. But that's the reality. And if, you're not sure how you would vote until the end, then out of caution, it would seem to me as though, we should wait until all three members are present. And I hope that doesn't in any way offend anybody. I don't mean it that way whatsoever.
No.
I respect
You offended, Nick? Are you offended, Nick? I'm not offended.
No, I'm just looking at how pink I am on the screen. That offends me, but I'm not offended at Mr. Freeman, Attorney Freeman.
Marion joined late. We're talking about the fact that Michael Brown is not available tonight, and the question on the table is whether or not a two-person panel can bring this decision home. And Attorney Freeman is expressing some concern. So, Matt, my sense is, just speaking as one board member, Nick, you should weigh in and be happy to yield to the applicant and reschedule. That's perfectly fine with me.
Yeah, no, I mean, obviously, I'd feel more comfortable if all three of us were present, and I'm certainly willing to reschedule at the earliest possible date when Michael is able to join us. I believe you. I like all of you. I want to bring this matter to a conclusion as quickly as possible.
Yeah, I have no doubt about that, and I understand these things happen. I don't. Well, not to usurp your role as attorneys and board members, but I think you need to, and you're probably intending to, but you still need to open the hearing, call our case, and then move to continue. We can discuss a date, that's mutually convenient, and hopefully, as you said, as quick as possible.
Agreed.
Yeah, let's do that. But I'm just gonna see while we do that. I'm just gonna text him and see if he can give me a date that will work for him.
Good idea.
Marion, is there excuse me, any objections from Mr. Driscoll on that?
No, I agree that you can't reach a final decision without three board members. So it has to be continued.
Nick, do you want to call the
Okay, sure. This is the 7 o'clock meeting of the Milton Board of Appeals. My name is Nick Gray. I guess I'm acting chair for the moment. With me tonight is Attorney Jeffrey Mullen, who is also a board member, and we have counsel for both Attorney Freeman, counsel for the applicant, and Attorney McKettrick, counsel for the Driscolls, one of the abutters. Our normal acting chair is not able to join us tonight, and so we're discussing the possibility of continuing the hearing to a date certain in the future, and we're about to discuss what date that might be and hear from both sides on that matter.
Mr. Chairman, I was actually looking at my calendar, so if you said this, forgive me, but I think you should just quickly announce the case. You said the attorneys are present.
Sorry, thank you. This is a little out of practice for this. This is the 7 o'clock hearing on the 40B application for 728 Randolph Avenue, Milton, Massachusetts.
Thank you.
Thank you for catching me out on that. I appreciate it.
let me, before we get to the before we get to the rescheduling, let me make a point, and maybe for Julia to note in particular. I had some comments on the, excuse me, the decision that we had intended. I was thinking we'd do a page turn. I looked at, and Nick looked at the draft that Mr. Freeman had edited, that Judy Barrett had initially prepared. I think it's in pretty good shape, and I don't think it'll take us long to do a page through. I'd like to recommend that be the agenda for the next meeting. However, I think Judy should look at it if that's possible. I've not spoken to her on this matter in a while, so that's point one. And the second is, there's a couple of things in there that are questions for either Tim or for town officials. I may think, for example, Judy had a comment in here about the town's SHI as of the date of this 40B. I mean, these are details that Tim will have. So I think it needs a little bit of attention in town hall as well. Excuse me. So I think between now and the time we reschedule it, it would be good for, if the pleasure is that the board should get in touch with Judy, we'll do that. If Tim's going to do that, that would be good. So there's a little bit of homework there.
Okay.
Does that make sense to people?
Yeah.
Sure.
I've not heard back from Michael. So you want to just try to get a date, and so we can get one on the books.
That works for me. Julia, what's the soonest date that's available for us?
We could do next Monday, Wednesday, or Thursday is open. That's the 22nd, 24th, or 25th.
Yeah. Let me just say that next week is great. The following week, I become unavailable for 10 days, beginning the 8th of June. So definitely, if it's possible to make it before then, I think that would be in the interest. I think the parties would be happy about that.
The only issue with next week, I'm available. I'm not sure Michael will be, given the fact that that's why he's not here tonight, right?
Okay. Yeah, I wasn't sure how long that was going to affect. Yeah.
Maybe we could go to the week of the 29th.
Okay. That's Memorial Day, yeah.
So we could do the 30th, or the 1st is open. The 31st we can't. I have other hearings that night.
We have actually, I have another hearing that night. Yes, on the 31st, I'm sitting on another hearing.
The Tuesday, the 30th, I'm available.
Yeah, that's better for me.
That works fine.
Tuesday the 30th at 7.
Right.
Okay.
Ms. McKettrick.
It's fine.
Attorney McKettrick, does that work for you too?
It does.
Three titles. I'll get there eventually.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
And Julie, will you send an invite?
Yes, I'll do that now.
All right. So, Jeffrey, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No. The other thing is, Julia, if Tim wants me to talk to Judy, I'm happy to do that. I did send her my edits and questions.
Okay.
I think I might have put you on there.
I am CC'd on that. Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
To those points, if I might, then, you can even treat it as rhetorical to check on your own and see what you think is appropriate. But, often with boards in between the hearings, when you're sharing it with a consultant, to me, it's okay to share comments with, through Judy with the applicant. Obviously, there can be no discussion, and I'm not proposing that. But, I can certainly treat that as rhetorical if you think it's appropriate to have her share your comments and questions. Just thinking of expediting, when we meet. So I just wanted to mention that, and you can do what you think is appropriate.
You know what? I have a couple of questions like that in there for her. So we'll trust her judgment given her experience. But I mean, just to be clear, some of the questions and comments are things that you picked up as well, Peter, like just standard definitions using plans of record, for example. We've got two types of plans, I think. We've got plans of record and final plans. And the final plans are the ones that you're going to, build based on, and those will be consistent with the plans of record.
Right.
You've got a little carve out there that, I think is reasonable, in terms of modifying the premises as long as, change the bedrooms and things like that, So, We'll let Judy, my recommendation is to let Judy use her judgment on those kinds of things. But the point is that when we do the page turn with this slight delay, I think it'll be in better shape than it is now. And I think it's in pretty good shape now.
Yeah, okay, I appreciate that, thanks.
No problem.
All right, Mr. Mullen, are you prepared at this time to vote on an extension?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Okay. So I move that we continue this hearing to the 30th of May 2023 at 7 o'clock. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. I guess that's it.
All right, so we'll see you on that date, the 30th.
All right. Well, we're very grateful for both of you and Mr. Mullen and Julia for appearing tonight. And if there's no further business, I guess this board is adjourned.
Good night, thanks.
All right.
Thank you,
Good
Mr.
night.
Chair.
Thank you.
Good night.
Acting chair, please.